This is M. Carter Pierce, and you're watching The Daily Reel. While it appeared that on Sunday, 8 Senate Democrats decided to jump ship and capitulate to Donald Trump, I had to make a correction, first of all, because I thought Chuck Schumer was involved in that. But Chuck Schumer actually voted no to the measure. And then I thought about Dick Durbin. Dick Durbin is the oldest Democrat who also participated in that vote. But I also know that, not unlike Mitch McConnell, Dick Durbin is a strategist. Now, it is true that the whole idea was they caved in on a promise to hold a vote for the ACA. On a promise. Which, knowing Republicans, they'll find a way to maybe try to get around it. Or maybe we'll have to go into the same kind of situation that we're doing to get the Epstein files, which in and of itself is another mess that's gotten even more complex with the release of emails from Jeffrey Epstein that implicate Trump. The cat's out of the bag. They might as well just go ahead and release them anyway, because we already know. Everybody knows. The cover-up is real. But here's the thing. And this is something I've learned in my 63 years of life. You learn patience. And when you get to Dick Durbin's age, you're a master at it. Sometimes you give up a battle to win a war. So here's the thing. In the long game, the effort is to win the midterms. We win the midterms. We take back the House and the Senate. And particularly if it turns out like last Tuesday, and we just paste the Republicans out of existence and have a veto-proof majority in both houses. That's the end game. We can effectively end Trump, end Trump's presidency. We can end the Project 2025 plan in its tracks, and we can impeach him. And once we impeach him for treason, bribery, and a whole bunch of other nonsense, once we impeach him, we can get rid of his whole damn cabinet too. And as it is, many congressional Republicans are not going to survive the midterms, the ones that are up for re-election, mostly in the House. They know they're going to get a drubbing. They know it's coming. Look at Trump using SNAP benefits as a cudgel to force Democrats to capitulate to their whims. Trump is a guy that all he's about is getting whatever he wants. All he has to do is have a thought that it's something that he wants, and he will doggedly and relentlessly chase after it. Even if he has to cheat, he'll get it. That's his way. And Dick Durbin kind of knows this. But here's the problem. Trump is not about the long game. Trump is about anything where he can hold his head up high, if that's even a physical possibility at this point, and take a victory lap. That's what Trump likes to do. He wants to take that victory lap. And right now he's taking one. So I made the Democrats, those evil Democrats, I made them capitulate to my will. Listen. Okay, so we agreed to the vote. But when January comes around, which is really a little more than a month away, just a little bit more than a month away, about a month and a half away. When January comes and people, not just Democrats and brown and black people, but Republicans too, start getting that mail from their insurance companies where their rates hiked double, triple, quadruple in some cases. Democrats will have the right to say, we voted to open the government because the Republicans didn't want to yield on this for you. So we voted to open the government. They took your food stamps or your SNAP benefits, and now they just took your health care. So you can start making the decisions on whether you're going to pay your rent or pay your hospital bills, which, by the way, they also voted and passed in their big, beautiful betrayal bill that medical debt can be reported to the credit agencies again. After Biden got rid of that proviso. And what do you think those people whose insurance rates doubled, tripled, quadrupled, how are they going to feel about Donald Trump and his Republicans then? They're going to be asking, where's your health plan? Oh, well, we're going to give everybody a couple of $1,000 and they can buy their own. We don't need to subsidize the insurance business. Okay. Have you ever seen a hospital bill? Have you? Get surgery. And it's like you bought a new car. And not a cheap one. Go in for any kind of treatment. Go and get one medical test. You're talking over $1,000. Over $1,000 for anything like a blood test, an MRI, a CT. Over $1,000. Let's say you break your hand. Under Trump and the Republicans, you might as well do it the old-fashioned way and just wrap it up and keep on pressing. Keep working till you're 85, which is what they want us to do anyway, so they don't have to pay out Social Security till you're 85. Does it make sense to you? But see, Dick Durbin already knows this. He's seen it before. He's been around a long time, but he's also learned the art of patience. I was just thinking about this last night. He's also learned the art of patience. Patience wins wars sometimes. Trump likes the opportunity for the photo op. So he can go on national television, on Fox News in particular, and say, yeah, we got him to do what I want him to do. We're the stronger party, blah, 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 blah. Look at me. I'm the best. I'm the king. Nobody knows about this better than me. I'm the greatest. La, 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 la. Yeah. What are you going to tell Americans when their health insurance costs double, triple, and quadruple, and the only plan you can propose is to just give Americans a few $1,000s and they can get their own insurance? Basically, we're going backwards. We're saying you're on your own. That's what you're doing. You're saying, hey, America, you're sick, too bad. You're on your own. Figure it out. Work 4 jobs. Fuck you. I got a golden ballroom. I live in the new White House, laden with gold, with a golden ballroom. And I've got golf clubs everywhere. And I don't pay for shit because I'm supposed to be the president. So you pay for my golf trips like we do. And I've got my tariffs. And the money I collect from those tariffs, you're not going to see them. Oh, well, he promised, or he implied the other day, that we're all going to see $2,000 tariff dividend checks. Yeah, sure. Have you received your $5,000 Doge check yet? Still waiting on that one. Where all Elon really found was about 100 to 150 billion dollars in savings with all that nasty stuff that he did. Well, that savings is what it would cost to get those checks out to every American. You think they're going to just give you that money back? Have they done it yet? Elon left the White House in May. Here we are 6 months later. No check. And if you notice, when he mentioned this, he didn't say when those checks were coming out. He figures he'll bring up enough chaos so that you'll totally forget those checks and his promise. And then he'll come back later and say, promises given, promises made, promises kept. This is Donald Trump. But Dick Durbin, he knows it. So the question is, what are you going to say to the American people in January when those double and triple and quadrupled healthcare bills come in and you don't have a viable plan to mitigate this crisis? When the American people totally see that you inflicted this pain on them and they vote, and they will vote. And Republicans will be lucky if they get 3% of the vote. 3%. Because you pay for your company, and they are a company with Donald Trump. So they need to start breaking with Trump right now if they hope to survive. I noticed a lot of them are not running for re-election because they know they don't want the embarrassment. They're going to bow out gracefully. Trump is a sick horse, and you don't hitch your wagon to a sick horse. They already did that. They should look at history. This is the thing I've always told voters. Never mind what they say. Look at what they've done. That's the coin of the realm. History shows that everything Trump touches turns to shit. Everything. Look at America. Because we've turned to shit. Regardless of what he says, we're disrespected by we have no respect in the world anymore. Our allies hate us. Our enemies, they hate us too, but they kiss up to Trump, so he has no clue about that. Our status in the world, where we were once the people that the world looked for leadership, not anymore. They're looking towards the UK and the EU. Patience is the way to go. Dick Durbin looked into the future and he saw how to lose the battle but win the war. I'm M. Carter Pierce, and you've been watching The Daily Reel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. And I'll see you again tomorrow.